Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Spicy Poll Wednesday. Welcome to another episode of Spicy Poll Wednesday. We're telling anonymous sex stories. This episode, we're talking about post-nut clarity. Are you guys ready for this? Hold on for 1 second, I'll be sorry about that. All right. We in here, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna post something. Thank you. In the comment. There we go. Hey everybody. Welcome to another episode of Spicy Poll Wednesday. Yes. Maya, relax, sis. This episode we're talking about post-nut clarity and all the stories that have to do with that. So I'm just waiting for my co-host to join and then we'll go ahead and get started. How's everybody doing? It's hot as hell outside. I know y'all not outside in that heat, because I know I'm not. Oh, there he is. All right. If you guys are new to Spicy Poll Wednesday, this is how it goes. I tell anonymous sex stories, and you're going to rate them from 1 to 5 chili peppers, 1 being mild and 5 being very, very spicy. And then at the end, we are going to guess their zodiac signs because those things matter, right? All right, it looks like my co-host is in here. Let's go ahead and get started. You finally made one. What do you mean, Stacy? Oh, we're live. Hey, George.
What's good, Court?
How are you?
I'm chilling. How you?
Good. Well, welcome to the hot seat that is Spicy Poll Wednesday. So like I said, guys, we're going to tell stories, anonymous stories that were submitted to me. We're going to rate it from 1 to 5 chili peppers. Then we're going to get zodiac signs. And then at the end, George is going to tell us a story about the time that he had sex and then had post-nut. Just tell people who you are, what you do. Buffering? I'm buffering? Hold on. Are we good now?
Good.
Good. Okay. It was my Wi-Fi, per usual. So, So George, go ahead and tell the people about who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff.
All right. George Cruz, content creator, Liddy connoisseur, etc. And that's at GE0, RGECREWS. The O is a 0 because there's all the George like me. No relation to Terry Crews. As I said, I'm a content creator. I do a lot of stuff, producing, docuseries and all that. I'm the guy behind the camera, in front of the camera. I do it all. Yeah, and that's how I go. I see some content, I like it, and I just collab with other people.
Perfect. Well, welcome to this. I heard you were a character from a few people. So I'm interested to see how much of a character you are based on these stories that we're going to be getting.
Okay.
All right. So like I said, these stories are about post-nut clarity, meaning that people had sex and then afterwards kind of regretted it. The post-nut clarity set in and it was like, damn, I should have never done that. So with that being said, we're going to get into our first story. This one is short, but then we're going to get into our longer ones. Of course, you know how that goes. Okay. This one I call Facebook boredom. This guy randomly hit me up on Facebook. I was totally wanting a boyfriend, but he wanted a nut. I didn't listen to my first brain. I was thinking with my clit. He had a nice dick, seriously, but man, 5 minutes later, he was done. The fuck? My post-nut clarity showed up as a bitch. I went off, like, bye. You wasted my time and a body count. That post-nut clarity was liquid honesty and disappointment. So here's my question. What are the tail signs of a man just wanting a nut?
I mean, we usually always horny, so we see sex with everything, scrolling through Instagram, going to work, whatever. So we want it. So with us, we're going to try to get I hate saying the chase. It thrills us and everything, but we want to get it. It's a merit badge, so it's like I gotta get that, especially if you look good as hell, or we find you sexually appealing. So it's like, boom, we gotta go get it, and we gonna try to do it. So usually, the blood just leave our brains and go to our dicks, and we on the go. So that's how it is for us.
Llama's saying there's no signs.
Really, Llama? Really? No signs?
I
Like,
think there's signs to know when a man just wants a nut.
yeah, like it's the thirst come out, like you just rambling on, like he gets agitated when you like, curve him and everything. That's definitely a sign that I just want to, Llama said, get out, get out, you get it. But
Um, Aspirations Infinity. If you're not contributing to the conversation, meaning that you don't have a story about post nut clarity, I cannot add you to this live. So if you have nothing, if you have no stories that has to do with you having sex with someone and you had post nut clarity, I cannot add you onto the live. If you're here, you should make a debut. I can't do that either. So I either have a story or you don't. Sorry. Anyway. So she just said her sign. She said her sign is a Libra, and his sign was she doesn't know. Well, I wouldn't think you want to find out somebody's sign after after they pumped for 5 minutes.
yeah, I don't care about stuff like guys only care about stuff like that to get pussy. Like if you see the woman interested in, oh yeah, I'm a Libra, this and that, he just follow along. Oh yeah, like that's like me, like yeah, I'm an Aquarius, we go together. I don't give a shit about that.
I don't think most men don't care about damn zodiac signs.
Yeah.
When was the last time that you busted in like a very quick time? Be honest. Be honest.
I mean,
niggas like to lie. Yeah,
it's happened. No, it's happened a couple times. Look, I love coming, so I'm not the type that's like I'm a hold back or anything like that. If I gotta get off right there, I get off right there. Luckily, I'm not a one shotgun boom and I'm down for the count. But nah, I'm like within 5 minutes, like the excitement
when was
and
the last
everything.
time?
The last time, post-pandemic.
Post-pandemic. Okay. All right. Stacey, you have a story to tell? Because Stacey, do you have a story to tell? All right. Well, join the live if you have a story to tell. Anyway, the next story I have is called an Issa Rae moment. Back in 2020, I had linked with this dude I went to high school with. We always had this flirtatious nature about us, but never could actually hook up. Went on a date, nothing. He was one of those men that had a glow up post high school, but my girls would not let him live down. His scrawny, acne having lame past. However, I liked what I saw. My pussy, my business. Period, poo. Your pussy, your business. Who cares about how he looked in high school? He had a glow up. Someone said post-pandemic is the easiest way out of the question. Okay, we need a date. We need a month, at least a month in a year.
December
2021. Okay, there we go. She goes, the first time we chilled, we fucked and it was trash. So I kicked his ass out, but he came back months later for a redemption round. The head was good, so I said, well, all right, if anything, I'm gonna get my nut. Ladies, have you ever let a man come back for the redemption round? He sucked the first time, and then you had him come back to redeem himself. Please let me know if you've ever had that.
I better see some yeses. I better see. Don't do us like that. Like sometimes we just excited, like, oh man, listen.
I've heard when a man is just like they're excited to have sex with that person, they just don't perform because they're overthinking. Yep. So, ladies, do we have the redemption round?
Because a lot of times too, like that can mess up with us getting hard as well because we're overthinking. So then when we finally get hard, we finally get in there, it's just like boom, 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 boom. It's over.
So hooray. She said, Zalama said, I let a chick redeem herself once in college.
Oh shit, go Lama.
Magupta says too many times. Don't feel sad, girl. We all just on a redemption round.
Well, how many is too many? Like that's a good thing though. How many times before you like, all right, that's enough?
You said you don't give chicks redos. Well, I hope you perform the best in the bed because like
talk that shit, King. Talk that shit.
You better be A1 in the bed. Okay? Anyway. She goes, the head was so good, I said, well, all right, if anything, I'm gonna get my nut. I like throwing a little TV and being a good host before getting into things. So I invited him to sit on the couch, offered him water and such. Such a good host.
I
As
was
I
saying,
bent over to grab the remote to turn on my TV, I could feel him peeling off my shorts, and before I knew it, his nose and mouth was all in my ass. Well, hi.
mm, hey, good host.
Clearly, TV was not in his plans.
Yo, he wanted to make a show. I hear that. Like I'm here for a reason.
Right. He said, My knees buckled as I was fumbling to put on some fucking Netflix. I gave up and laid down and let him eat my pussy until I nut all over his stupid ass face. Now, why he had to be stupid? Now, why he had to be stupid?
Sound like an aggressive nut. Just
He throws my legs back and starts fucking the shit out of me. He then flips me over and starts clapping the fuck out of my cheeks. I have a low cut, so there's no hair to pull.
salute to the Emeralds.
I love it. I love it. This nigga stretches his long arm around me and grabs me by the throat. I felt my knees weaken immediately.
Mm.
At this point, it's safe to say he redeemed himself. We switch positions again, and I'm flat-footed riding him on my couch as he's grabbing my shoulders, putting in work from the bottom. That is the position. That is the position, because the knees give out, and you got to do the rest of the work.
You see, he wasn't ready the first round. You know, he came in, he threw his
Came back.
Nah, second round, he grabbed her by the head. Like,
George, what is your go-to technique for head?
the head? Well, I don't just dive right in. Damn, I wish I had like an example to show you. I definitely like tongue fucking. Definitely like tongue fucking. Licking stomachs down to it. Yeah, I'm thighs, kiss, lick. Oh, and I'm going in. Circulating the tongue. Oh, my bad. I'm going too far. My bad.
No. This is Spicy Pole Wednesday. There's no far.
Okay.
If you had a damn peach.
Yeah, I wish I had oh, fuck.
You don't have any fruit to demonstrate?
I got an apple.
Unless you sliced it. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Okay. So, hey, Fee. So, I'm moaning crazy and pulling on his locks as I feel another orgasm ready to knock me out flat. He's ready to come. He states he's going to come on my face. Absolutely not. I let him stand up and suck his dick until he came in my mouth and I swallowed. He looks at me and say, "Wow, you're nasty as fuck. I like that." At that very moment, I snapped back to the reality that I should not even been fucking no nigga from high school, especially like that in the first place. Instant shame. I gathered his shit and kicked him out. I had to block his ass after that. Bomb dick though, for sure.
So she blocked after the bomb. Damn.
It was good dick. Why did you block?
Was that Lori Harvey?
She was having flashbacks of how he looked in high school. She was like, "Nah, why'd I do that?" Damn.
Yeah, that was definitely one of those. Oh man, she must have been like really on him in high school, and like, damn, he must have had a reputation and everything.
No, because he was scrawny with the acne, so he didn't have a reputation.
But I don't get, like, he redeemed himself. Like, that could have been like a nice little phone call, a drunk call or something. Like, come on, damn,
Damn. You at.
Like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you want to do, like, let me squirt on your face again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
All right, George, what are you rating this story from 1 to 5 Chili Peppers? And can you guess their zodiac signs? People in the audience, can you rate the story from 1 to 5 Chili Peppers? 1 being mild, 5 being spicy. And can you guess their zodiac signs? George, go first.
I'm going to go 4 because, yeah, the heat, my man's redeemed herself. She squirted on his face. She ate his nut. Like, I love it. 4.
We love a headhunter.
Yes.
Dick.
And she blocked him, so that's she.
And she blocked him afterwards. Crazy head and then blocked him. What do you think the zodiac signs are?
She's definitely a Virgo. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, they stuck up. They the shit. So if I'm playing the zodiac game, she's definitely. Him, Mr. Acne Squirt Face.
Acne Squirt Face.
What can we say? Let's throw him in the throw them in a Pisces bag. Just throw them
Okay.
in. I
Okay.
said like March. Yeah, March Pisces.
Okay. We have Four Chili Peppers. Someone said that he's a Gemini. She's a Scorpio.
Mm.
Anybody else can guess? Or rate the story from one to five Chili Peppers and then guess their zodiac signs. I'll give it like 2 seconds. Someone said he's a Taurus. We have Four Chili Peppers. Okay. Four Chili Peppers. She's an Aquarius and he's a Pisces. Okay. Interesting.
It's
All
the
right.
block that make me think the Virgo.
Well, she's a Gemini
Oh,
and he's an Aquarius.
oh, that's me.
The Gemini block button is just as hard as the Virgo block button. So,
Listen, to the dude, if you just happen to find this, I feel you, my Aquarius brother. I feel you.
he's gonna do the group chat, and one of them gonna give him some box.
That's what's, yo. He went in second round. Like, yo, they want that. Like,
Did you? Oh man, I wonder if she told the group chat.
she
All
definitely did. She blocked him. Of course she did.
She was like, "Yeah, I have to block him. He was too good."
Like, girl, you remember Carl from high school?
Yeah. All right. Our next one is a little bit longer. This one's called Rough Encounters. Now, this story, I thought it was hilarious, and you'll see why I thought it was hilarious. I remember a few years back, I was my homegirl's wing woman. She wanted to see this guy she was talking to at the time, but he asked if he had a shorty for his friend. Have you ever done that, George? Ask your homie like, "Yo, she got a friend."
Oh yeah, to tell your friends to get with my friends so we can be friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She was convincing me the hardest to come with her, and I kept looking at her like she was crazy. I saw the desperation in her eyes, and I said, "Fuck it." We all had a nigga that made us look deranged at one point.
Okay.
But that is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So I started asking her dude how his homeboy looked, which was a dumb because niggas don't describe their friends correctly, but always want women to be detailed. I just wanted to know if his friend pulled bitches. He said he do, but there was a slight hesitation. I should have stuck with my gut instincts. So, George, when someone asks you, like, how your homeboy look, what is, like, how do men go about that? Because I usually, like, the question usually is, does he pull bitches? Right?
Okay. I mean, bluntly speaking, like, if I'm going to describe my friends, I was like, y'all, he a good looking nigga. I don't chill with no ugly nigga. That's all I got. Like, I can't be like, you know that dude from that show? Yeah, he looked like him. Like, unless they really got, like, that feature, like, yo, he looked like dude from that show. Other than that, I'm just like, nah, you know, he a good looking nigga. Like, you know, I probably had a few times, yeah, he pulled bitches. Like, y'all probably have said that like last. They're like, yo, he'll get curved. Like, yo, you good? Like, you good? Do that.
I think that's an important question for like women to ask their homeboys if they're trying to hook them up. Be like, yo, does he pull bitches? Because we all know that there's niggas that scared the hoes, right? We all got that friend that scares the hoes, and we want to make sure that you're not with the friend that scares all the hoes. So we gotta ask these questions. So she goes, they came to pick us up, but it was dark and I really couldn't see his friend's face, but his silhouette looks pretty decent. We all go back to my homegirl's nigga's house, and then the light hit the man's face, and I never seen so much acne on a man's face before. It was really bad acne. But had no mode of transportation to get back. This was before Uber. Pulling up to the girl, and they're like, I'm not physically attracted to you.
First of all, the silhouette look good. That's what kind of like, dang, I know y'all look at the silhouettes.
You can't see him in person. If you can't see him, right, then you have to see his silhouette. And so you got to base up the silhouette until the light hits, and it's like, damn. What happened?
Yo, silhouette is jokes. Oh man. So
Women,
that means
have you ever based a man's look off of just their silhouette, and then you saw them, you were like, maybe not, or like when when the lights come on in the club, you were like, maybe not.
the silhouette though, like that's
You
wild.
ever
But
like in a dark spot, and then the lights come on, you're just like, oh no.
see, I have kind of, I don't want to say I had bad eyesight, but the far away look definitely have thrown me off. Like, oh man, like, damn, you look good. Damn. Yeah, I've got caught with that. Yeah. That's why you don't bag nobody in the club. No, after the club.
Wait, she got hatfished? Girl, you can get beard fish, hat fish, because some of these niggas look weird without a beard.
Clean shave, hat off. Just this bit right here. It's all of it.
So she goes, he was trying to make small conversation with me, and I'm giving him short answers, trying to show that I'm not interested. But he's steady making convo. Then my homegirl and her man goes to the other room, and I am pissed.
Take one for the team.
She goes, I text her that you really gonna leave me out here with Braille face.
Damn, only a blonde bitch would fuck him.
She didn't respond, of course, too busy getting her back blown out by that broke ass nigga.
So the friend broke, he got acne, yo. Birds of a feather.
He goes, oh, I'm still pissed about this situation, so the story's coming from a place of anger.
It is not over. Please continue.
He goes, anyway, back to the Nestle Crunch bar.
She's going in.
He asked the infamous question, why you all the way over there?
Ugly nigga pickup line number 3.
I'm like, because I like my space. Here comes this creature of the swamp. He sat next to me.
Yo.
He then goes, I told her I eat pussy amazing. You want to sit on my face? I promise you don't have anything back. I just want to see if you taste as good as you look. Well, now my ears perked up because, okay, tree bark Teddy, what you're about. Not calling him a tree bark.
Yo, she going in on him.
She said, I'm never going to turn down some head. I say, sure, and he leads into the next room. He told me to sit back and let him do everything. I asked him to turn off the lights. I really didn't want to stare at him. He did, and boy, was he good with foreplay. He went right for my titties, kissing on them, licking on them, tugging on my nipple rings with just the right amount of pressure. While sucking on my titties, he started rubbing gently on my pussy. She was getting so wet and aroused. I was totally in the palm of his hands. Then he started fingering me. He started off with 2 fingers and stroking my G-spot. I felt an orgasm coming soon. He kept asking if I liked it this way or did I want more fingers or pressure. He was asking all the right things without him even eating my pussy, I had an orgasm. Right when I was having my orgasm, he told me he wasn't finished with me and started licking on my clit and around my vulva. He was getting so nasty and sloppy with it, I felt my body go numb and had a slight outer body experience.
Oh my, Acne Annie took her soul. Let's go.
He was going back and forth from licks to slurps to gentle sucking. My eyes had to be in the back of my head by now. Less than 5 minutes later, I had another orgasm and I creamed all over his face. I tapped out and told him I couldn't take it anymore. He was loving every minute of it. Then it happened. He turned on the lights. And the post-nut clarity said it immediately. He goes, did I just let Crocodile Face Dundee I know tomorrow. Honestly, I did. He wanted to cuddle, and I just couldn't muster up the audacity to do so. I ended up waiting for my homegirl in the living room and went home.
Yo, first of all, clap to my man. My man did his job, though. He did his job, so clap.
I hope his acne cleared up.
Yo, he should have just kept the lights either like dim or just off. Like he could play with that whole thing. See, damn, man, he fucked it up.
Like, cuddle.
Like,
I
yeah, they was coming and she was in fear. Like she kept trying to like not look away. Like so when she on his like chest or whatever, she just like blocking him out and everything.
All right, what are we rating this story from 1 to 5 chili peppers? 1 being mild and 5 being spicy. And can we guess their zodiac signs? George, go first.
That's a 5. My man Acne Andy got it in. Ugly as fuck. Silhouette gang. Like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. My man got it done. And he got the cuddle, yo. Oh, my man. Yo, he used the ugly guidelines. It worked. My man, he knew the right.
It still ate the pussy.
All of that. My man.
Oh, he's amazing. All right, well, can you guess their zodiac signs?
Yeah, she's definitely a Scorpio. She has to be a Scorpio. That is, oh man, that's a Scorpio. Acne Andy, what we gonna give him?
Acne Andy.
The ugly pickup lines, silhouette. We gonna give him. Let's go for Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Okay, we have 2 chili peppers. We have 4 chestnuts, 2 chili peppers. Soul Snatcher is a Libra. What else we got? She's a Scorpio and he's Aquarius. You guys are gonna laugh at what she said. So she said she's a Pisces and he's a pine cone.
Yo, she is ripping on. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
They fucked. I think secretly they fucked and she didn't want to tell the story.
Do I think? I mean, I think he tried to slide it in. Come on, like he was moving like he took her soul. Like, nah, he definitely slid in a little. Like,
I think he put the tip in.
Yeah, he just the tip, like put it in for a few seconds like a microwave.
And she was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore.
That's probably when she was like, oh, I don't want no more. He just turned on the light like, all right, then look at me.
Right. Look at me. Yo, I'm weak.
Yo, my man, but he took her soul, man. That's a soul snatcher.
Oh, we love that. All right. The next story I call Marital Affairs. And this story is kind of fucked up, but I liked it.
I'm ready.
To work for this company and hated my boss. He was the worst type of boss, the one that micromanaged, confidently wrong all the time, need to be the loudest in the room, always a piss competition, and never playing nice with others. It was only amount of time that I was going to quit that job, but I wanted to enjoy the holiday perks first, meaning our clients would send money gifts and more. I hear that, King. It was towards the end of the year, and I already had a job lined up for the beginning of next year. I was going to enjoy this holiday party and give 2 middle fingers to that hellhole. At this holiday party, you were able to have a +1. I was very single at the time and didn't want to bring any one of my teens to the event. I was just curious to see which one of my coworkers would want to fuck me, and you always find out at the holiday parties. Have you ever fucked someone from the holiday party?
No, I've never been invited.
Okay. People in the audience, have you ever fucked someone from the holiday party? When there were ones before COVID. Anyway, it was open bar and it was getting kind of crazy already. Someone had already threw up in the bathroom and others were asking to get rooms to hotels. My boss walked in with a very attractive woman. He's introducing this woman as his wife. Her name's Carla. And in my head, I'm laughing like, what woman deals with him? He finally introduced his wife to me, and I flash a smile and shake her hand. And what happened next, I don't know if it was liquor, but I rubbed my thumb gently over her hand.
Mm.
She gave me a look like she was bashful, but liked the attention. Wait,
Mm.
you had sex after the after the company party in a car? Jesus Christ.
I guess in the parking lot.
Anyway, my boss didn't pay attention to our moment because he was too busy having a pissing contest with someone from upper management. I walked away and went to the bar, but the whole time Carla and I would make intense eye contact. She then caught me at the bar and asked to do a shot or two. Fuck it. We took 2 shots, and then she said to me, my husband doesn't know how to fuck me right, but it looks like you could. Now, have you ever fucked someone's wife before?
Yes. Yeah, I'm a former Sancho. Yes. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna need to hear that story. People in the
Oh,
audience, the men in the audience, have you ever fucked someone's wife? We need to know. Not wifey, but like
wife,
wife,
legit marriage.
like
Yes.
marriage.
Yes.
Whew. Anyway, I had to ask her to repeat herself because what? She repeated it again. And then I said, well, let's find out. I followed her and we ended up in my boss's office. I was in over my head. I asked her if she's sure she wanted this, and she said she was sure and stopped asking stupid questions. She locked the door behind us and she wanted me to pin her up against the wall and fuck her from behind. I went to get the engine started first, so I kissed her behind her neck and stuck a finger in her pussy and her asshole. She loved it. Well, first of all, first encounter, we're doing
Yeah.
finger in the ass? First encounter?
Holiday party at that.
Like, there's alcohol, there's food, like, and we
It's
just
coworkers. HR.
pussy and asshole the first date? I mean, well, the first
Hey,
time. I just feel like you gotta work up to like putting a finger.
it all started from what the handshake.
Yeah.
My man.
Like, what you doing with your finger? What you doing with? Oh, wait, hold on a minute.
Yo, this story is already a 3. I'm just letting it know right now. Already a 3. I'm just saying.
She took out a condom. I put it on and was stroking her from behind while we were both standing up. Then I told her to bend over her husband's office desk while I went to Pound Town. Her pussy felt so amazing, even with the condom on. I told her to put one leg on the desk as I slow stroked her. She was gasping and telling me how she loved my dick. I then turned her around and put her legs on my shoulder, and before I could even stick my dick in, she took off my condom and said, I want to feel every inch of you. Well, she out the game. The first stroke felt like heaven. Her walls were wet and tight. I had to keep focused because I needed her to nut before me. She told me to play with her clit while I stroke her so she can pulsate on my dick. And when she did, I saw stars. Her gorilla pussy had me in a chokehold. She then told me to cream pie her. And the smart decision would have been not to do it. But this was all the glory that I needed. I busted in her something stupid. She was wiping the cum that was coming out of her with her fingers and putting it in her mouth. She told me that I tasted exquisite. Shit, I'll take it. I realized the horrible shit I just did.
Yeah, stepdaddy.
I just fucked my boss's wife in his own office. I felt terrible because although he was a dick, I didn't have to fuck his wife. I felt bad. We straightened ourselves up and went back to the party. My boss was wasted and didn't realize both of us was gone. I left quickly and I didn't even say bye to anyone. I resigned a week later.
Wow. Okay.
Woo!
All right. So someone's attacking that.
So what are we rating this from 1 to 5 chili peppers, and
All
then
right.
zodiac sign.
I was so up and down because, like I said, in the middle it was a 3. Then I was like, oh shit. Then it was like, I gotta give it a 4. I gotta give it a 4.
Okay.
I gotta give it a 4.
Okay. Can you guess their zodiac signs?
Him, because he's very inexperienced. So we're gonna give him. Let's go for the Leo. I said Leo.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. We have. Well, he was already getting a job, so I guess quitting wasn't really a big thing. But 4 chili peppers, 4 chili peppers, 4 chili peppers, 4 chili peppers. He's a Gemini, Scorpio. Ooh.
I got her as a Gemini.
Okay. All right. Well, his sign is Scorpio, and he said her sign is the Devil Wears Prada.
The Devil Wears Prada. She is. I love when women say that, and when they describe your dick wise. And I love that. Like,
Married.
She married, but she came with a condom cord. They listen. They are in an open relationship. She came like ready, plotting. Oh man, that was a cuckold. Yes, cuckold relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, that was definitely.
Condom, you're right. And she doesn't even work there. She's the boss's wife.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, nah, she came ready. Like, yo, oh man. Why he resigned? He should have stayed behind. He had one up on the boss.
He did have one on the boss. I would have been looking at the boss face. I was like, yeah, fuck your wife.
Yeah.
Fucker. Get my.
Like, you might have to go in that Uline magazine, buy a new desk, nigga.
Guys, if you're fucking with this content, please follow These Spicy Studios on Instagram and Twitter. That's These Spicy Studios on Instagram and Twitter. And next weekend, we're having a brunch, a spicy brunch. There's going to be games. There's going to be prizes to be won. And we have a special performer. We're having a rope bunny coming to tie up some people who are volunteering. So if you follow These Spicy Studios on Instagram and Twitter, the link to the brunch is in our bio. Go ahead and come out and party with us. We're gonna have an amazing time. All right, that was my last story.
Okay.
So George, I have to ask you a question about the wife that you fucked, and
Okay.
this tells the story about your post-nut clarity. So with no further ado, take it away.
Okay, so I actually fucked 2 wives before. One at my first swinger party I went to. The second one was just me being a whore. I just got my heart broken. I didn't care. So I'll go with that story.
Okay.
So, like I said, yeah, typical fuck nigga shit. Yeah, my heart broke. Fuck all these bitches, blah, blah, blah. So I meet this woman. We're going to call her Alex because the thing is, her and her husband had similar names. They couldn't went with Alex and Alex. So that was like their little cute moment. So when I met her, so I met her because mutual friends, like we all chilling this and that, the whole room chilling, smoking, drinking, whatever. And I make women love a guy, make them laugh. I'm a funny dude, so boom, she's laughing. I notice her laugh a little stronger, so I'm like, okay, let me go towards her. Da da da. So remember, my heart broke. I don't care about nothing. So of course, obviously. You mentioned, oh, I'm married, da da da, all that crap. And her husband was like sometimes pull up because he's mutual friends with some of the guys there. So like not all the time, but sometimes. But me, I'm like, I don't care. That's not my man. It's like give a fuck about nothing. So soon we just started developing feelings for each other. But again, heartbroken. I'm like, I'm not falling for this shit, this and that. So I tell her straight up, like, yo, listen, all we gonna do the most is fuck. Like, I'm not gonna be in a relationship with you. Don't leave your husband. She's like, I have no intentions of ever leaving him. I just want to have some fun. So we it was an affair. Like, we had an affair, like, so crazy. Like, she wanted to open up a joint bank account with me, but I was like, you can't do that. Like, he's gonna find out. Like, but she like, no, because how their relationship was, like, he would give her money. And then she, do whatever, but he don't never look out for him. He got money. I'll say that about the dude. He got money. But, he never, like, paid attention because he had that mindset of, I get money. She ain't going to never leave me. So, you know, little behold, especially because I can say he made way more money than me. So he looking at like, she never gonna leave me for, especially a nigga like that. But behold, like she, you
The
know.
joint account is kind of crazy.
So
Affair?
So we are like fucking and stuff, and after a while I just start like, you know, getting tired of her, like, you know, like, and you know, when I pull up to the spot, she there, and I'm just kind of like, ugh, why is she here? Like I don't want to be
She was
with you anymore.
pop-ups.
Huh?
She was doing pop-ups on you?
No, like we all chilled at, like, you know, a person's house, and like
Oh,
he was sometimes pull up. It's
oh,
bugging.
got it.
So I just got to the point where it's like, you know, I'm tired of it, but I'm looking at it like, you know, fuck it. I'm single. I do what I want. So one day, he just started speaking to me like, you know, what up, da da da, and all that crap. The husband. So just like what up and all that. So one time they was like, yo, we gonna do a liquor store run. So I went. He was like, yo, I'll drive you there and all that. So drove him there. We got in there, like we talking just like regular, degular.
Yo, you were brave, because I would have been like, yo, this nigga trying to line me. But okay.
So I get the lick, I get back in. So I'm like, all right, yeah, let's hurry up, gag, whatever. So you're like, yo, hold up, just before we go back, you know, I just want to let you know, I know you fucking my wife. I'm just letting you know, stop that shit. So I'm like looking straight. I'm not even looking his direction. I'm just like, and I try to like, I was trying to open the door, and like the knob, it like slipped out my hand, and it like, you heard the sound like through. So he said, nigga, I know you ain't just trying to get out of my car. So he locked it. Like, nah, like you fucking my wife, like, you know, own up to it. I was like, listen, she came on to me. Like, he's like, nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Da da da. Like, I'm like, listen. He like, yo, listen, you speak to me, you can't be fucking my wife no more. I said, all right, cool. So when we got back, this and that, you know, obviously when he's there, I'm not really talking to her, but when he like left and shit, she like coming on. I'm like, yo, your husband is cool. I can't fuck you no more. She's like, what happened? I'm like, yo, like I think you should work on your marriage. And ever since then, it's like I had to curve her and all that crap. Then she finally came to me like, oh, my husband told me he talked to you this and that. Oh, you pussy, da da da. I'm like, listen. Yeah, I was like, you can say whatever you want. Like, you the married one. So, you know, so we just stopped speaking after that. But yeah, that
You
was.
want to line you? She say you pussy because your husband. That nigga shot you.
like, like, I ain't gonna lie. And that's the thing. Like, I can honestly say that's one of the times where I was like, yo, I'm really in fear for my life. I thought he's like, because, you know, he could have did anything. And I was like, and I just willingly went. Like,
He could have flipped. He could have flipped out and drove that car into anything.
like that is, somebody say he moved like the mafia. That's what it felt like, yo.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of the Corleones, like.
Harry, you talking about you pussy? What, bitch? Get on my face.
Yeah, so that's my little Paramore moment.
Jesus Christ. All right. So tell us the story about where you had sex with someone. We want all the details. All the details. And then the post-nut clarity that came after you having sex.
All right, so you don't want me to say ethnicity, right?
No, I mean you can if you want to, as long as it's not offensive.
Well, all right, so I'll tell us yeah, I could probably guess it, but all right. So boom, met this girl, doing the whole Tinder thing. I'm like, let me see what this dating site is all about, blah blah blah.
How's that Tinder?
Huh?
How's Tinder going for you?
Oh no, I was like a one and done. That's yeah. This story is why. So
Shit. All right, here we go.
so you know, she lived in Long Island. I grew up in Long Island, so I know Long Island, and she's in the deep part of Long Island. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you
She
know,
white?
huh?
She white?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
So, boom. So you know, we talked. It was real quick. She knew what she wanted. I knew what I wanted, right? So I go to her crib, and this was on Christmas Eve, rolling into Christmas Day. So.
Okay.
I walk in the house and I see the Christmas tree, all that. I'm like, oh, cool, you family person, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm not sure if I imagine this or whatever, but I swear I saw a Confederate flag. So I'm like, all right, something not right. Like, yo, like, All right. But I'm horny. I came all the way from Queens to Ronkonkoma. So I'm like, yo, listen, I need to just get this nut
See
off.
what happens when you think with the second hand?
Yeah,
You went over
yo.
that's how.
So,
Go ahead, finish your story, George, because this. Go ahead. Because
so boom.
Come on, keep going.
So I'm kissing, like I'm a big kisser. I love foreplay. I'm just doing it all, this and that, yada yada. She moaned real nice. So I'm like, yeah, I'm getting in. So we fucking, I love eating pussy. I do eating the pussy first, this and that. Missionary. I love missionary. That's not out of style. I'm going in.
Missionary and put the toes in your mouth?
I never put toes in my mouth. No, I never did that. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. And I'll let you.
Was she a missionary? Put the
Yeah, but I like it like that. I never had the toes like that. I never have
toes in the mouth.
I like the shoulder thing. Like, you know how like you go to Six Flags, the thing. I like that. Yeah, like the going for the ride. Yeah, I like that.
Next time.
So I'm going in, this and that. So one thing I love that she did, I love that most women do, is like they'll suck in between. So she's sucking my dick in between, this and that. So I'm like, yeah, she like boom. So my favorite reverse cowgirl, she's be doing all that, this and that. So, I'm just going in, like, and clearly nobody was in the house because she's screaming and nobody came and nothing. So I'm like, I'm just going in, like, listen, you ain't going to be quiet, neither am I. I'm going to get my moan on. So
right.
boom, I'm like, we just going in like crazy. So after a while, boom, I'm nutting, and I'm like, kind of over it, like, because I'm still thinking, like, was that a Confederate flag? Like, is this girl racist? Like, was I a fetish? Like, I was like, so she's like, when am I going to see you again? I'm like, nah. She like, what you mean, nah? I'm just like, nah. Like, nah, it's not. I just kept saying, nah. She was like, what's wrong? We had good time. And I'm just like, it's not there no more. Like, it was fun, but I'm just like, ah. So the days after, she kept calling. I was just like, I don't like blocking people. So I'll just let you keep calling, voicemail, this and that. And I just kept thinking in my head, like, was that did I feel some racist fantasy? Like, I'm like, was I a slave? Like, I just couldn't stop thinking about that. Like, I never even asked her, like, yo, was that a Confederate? I should have asked her.
You should have asked her. Or, where did you think you saw it? In the living room? Or in the outside?
Yeah, next to the Christmas tree. So I'm like,
Christmas tree.
like, so I was like, I wanted that. I wanted that. She probably doing good though. Good fuck. Wish her well. She's not racist. She is. Fuck her. That's why I curved her. But yeah, that was definitely I do. Like, you was just horny. Like, cause there's no way in hell I would have stopped myself and been like, yo, what is that? Like, is that what I think it is? Oh no, I'm out of here. Like, so I don't know what you gonna do. This is your home team advantage. Nah, but like,
it was giving it out. Giving it out.
Get out XXX version.
you was giving fetish. She fetishized you, and you gave her black dick, and
yeah, like that's I was horny.
Black guy, but he blocked me. Yeah.
Like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh man, but I was just horny. It was Christmas Eve. Like, I wasn't getting no presents, so I figured this was gonna be it. Like, fuck it.
This is cool. That's called poor dick management.
Is a name for it?
That's called poor dick management. Because instead of if it was an inkling in your mind that was a Confederate flag there, you should have stopped thinking with your dick and wait, hold up.
See, saying me would do that, but listen.
It's called poor dick management.
It's almost the end of the year. Pandemic hit.
Dick management. Yes. Well, there is such thing as poor dick management. Mm-hmm.
Somebody said no.
Going several women raw without asking their status or anything like that, that's poor dick management. Is that not?
Learn something new every day. Huh.
George looking down on you that day and said, my son. Black City Entertainment, he said, yes, I suffer from it. Yep. Poor dick management. So, Guys, if you were fucking with this content, please follow the Spicy Studios at Instagram and Twitter. That's the Spicy Studios. There is Paul. We're not gonna have this argument. Unless you want to come on live and have this argument, because we can. We can. There is such thing as poor dick management. Okay.
PD.
So follow Spicy Studios on Instagram and Twitter. That is the Spicy Studios on Instagram and Twitter. And next weekend we are having a brunch. We have games, prizes. We're gonna have a spicy performance. Someone's going to be a rope bunny, and they're gonna be wrapping up different people that are at the brunch. So come vibe with us. Come brunch with us next Saturday. If you follow the Spicy Studios, you will see it in the link in our bio. And so with that being said, that is the end of this episode of Spicy Poll Wednesday. I want to thank George for being a Five Chili Pepper co-host. We will love to have you back again. Please tell people where to find you.
Like I said earlier, George Cruz, the O is the 0, no relation to Terry. By the way, in Laman, I saw y'all saying, oh, he's memorized it. I actually been saying this for years. It just randomly popped in my head. That's how I introduced myself. Like I said, I got a lot of content pulling up very soon. Oh, thank you. You know, the Peppers, appreciate that. Speaking of sex and all erotica stuff, I'm actually coming out with a black-owned sex business called 4Play Tonic, the number 4, PLAYTONIC. Yes, that is the word foreplay and platonic, tonic out of it, put together. We're working on doing like little vacays for BDSM and kink. You'll find me at your local sex shop, freaking local sex party. Some of y'all have seen, that's how y'all met me, through those joints. I am voyeurism, all of that. Yes, I'll be out there. I'll be around. Like, I'm telling y'all.
I should have asked you some of your sex apes from there, but we'll do another story. We'll do another episode about that.
Definitely. And the next time I, pull up, I will have some toes. I will give a rating on that.
Thank you. And please tell us the story. Why don't you DM us the story when you put the toes in your mouth?
I'm going to send it anonymously. I'm going to do that.
So we can have this story.
I want to see what people think my sign going to be. Like,
yeah, because, we didn't even guess your sign. You know what? We'll keep it a secret for the next episode.
I bet. But yes, Court, I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me join you on this. This was fun. I love this.
I am glad you had fun. With that being said, guys, this has been another episode of Spicy Poll Wednesday. And always remember to keep it spicy. Bye.